this is my long overdue about me video. I'm going to get straight to it and start answering your questions. I joined blogtv in July this year, end of July, and I met most of the people probably sort of beginning of August, middle of August. So yeah, I've known them for a couple of months now. I hope I know them all for the rest of my life because they are wonderful people. Okay, Scotia, this question absolutely blew my mind. There's two things I can think of that I am really proud of, and that is when I completed my NVQ in administration. When I completed that, that was a really high point because it took me so long and it was so much hard work and effort, and at the time I was in a job I really enjoyed, so it was all just a sort of a climax of something that I'd worked really hard for, so I was really proud of that. The second thing is when I got my first aid certificate. I've had it twice, so both times count. And it was basically the nerves of having to go to this place and learn this stuff, and then having the exam thing at the end, which was like a practical exam, not a written exam or anything. It was really, really scary. It was probably worse than when I passed my driving test. It's such a daunting thing, but I was so proud of that achievement once I've got it, because obviously that was a certificate I got that said I am capable of saving a life, so you know, that was pretty huge for me, and because of the nerves that were attached to it, I was really proud that I was able to kind of get through that and get my certificate. So that is my second thing. Adesto, good question. I was going to sit and make a list, but I decided to be a bit more random about it. I have in the region of about 6 or 7 games, I think, that I actually own. So I have like Guitar Heroes 3, Seen It, Batman Lego, Two Human, GTA 4, Halo 3, PGR 3, but I borrow a lot from a friend of mine. He's got a massive collection of computer games, so if ever I need them, normally he has them, so I pinch them off him. And also I'm a member of lovefilm.com, and so where you can rent DVDs and computer games, so I do that a lot as well. Shit, do I ever sleep? That's a very good question, and yes, I do sleep. My sleeping pattern is very peculiar. I kind of alternate. I go through periods of time where I sleep more during the day than I do at night. Yeah. So yes, I do sleep. You may not think so. It may not seem like it, but I do. And recently I have kind of got my sleeping pattern a bit more normal. Although I am still staying up until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm still getting up kind of before lunch. So but yes, I do sleep. Cheeky. Well, in sort of 2006, I think it was, I opened my YouTube account, but that was mainly so that I could comment on other people's videos and save favourites and things like that, which I think is a very good idea. I mean, you know, I think a lot of people think that if they open a YouTube account they have to make videos, but that's so not true. You can quite easily have an account and just be someone who watches videos, favourites them, rates them, comments on them, that kind of thing. So that's what I did for quite a while, and then I became unemployed, so I had nothing to do with my time, and a friend of mine was doing YouTube videos that I thought were quite funny, and I'd watched a lot of people doing like vlog videos, so I thought it would be interesting to try it out for myself, just something to do to pass the time, and that's what happened. If you look at my first ever YouTube video, you see that I say in that I probably won't do anymore. But I kind of enjoyed it. It was nice, you know, the fun of kind of editing and that kind of thing. It was good fun. So yeah, I do enjoy them. And but yeah, originally I'd started up the account just so I could comment and view and have favourites and things like that. So yeah, there you go. Question answered. My first kiss, I think, it was with one of two people, and it was in high school. It was either with a guy called Tom or with a guy called Neil. And I'm going slightly more towards Neil, I think, because he was probably the kind of first proper kiss. That was when I was about 13, I think, 13, 14 maybe. No, I must have been about 12 or 13, I think, so yeah. And I remember where it was as well, actually. It was standing in the middle of a football pitch area bit on Alsham Recreation Ground, which is about 10 minutes from my house, and was across the road from the high school, so yeah, there you go. Well, to be honest, my memory sucks really bad. Half the time I can't even remember what I did last week, let alone what I did when I was 5 or something. But one memory that I did come up with while I was thinking about all this was, I remember, I think it was like my first day of primary school, so I would have been, no, it couldn't have been my first day of primary school. It was, I was roughly about 6, maybe 5 or 6. So yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I got me and my best friend at the time, Deborah. We had to get the bus to the school, and at the end of the day, we got on the bus and we were travelling around, and we ended up back at the bus depot, and we were still on the bus, and it turned out that we'd got on the wrong bus, and I don't really remember our reactions, like whether we possibly cried, I don't know, but I just remember them having to call our parents to come and collect us, and that, and I don't know why, that's always a memory that's kind of stuck with me, because I find it quite funny that, you know, two little girls, first time of getting a bus to school, and we got the wrong one home and ended up just basically travelling around for sort of half an hour until we ended up back at the depot. So yeah, that's probably one memory I have that it's a bit crap. So I'm sorry, my memory is very bad indeed.